I'm Dan Dews.
And I'm Meredith Kelly,
the hosts of Little Listeners Lounge.
Be prepared to listen and learn about the magic of kids' podcasts.
We talk to hosts, creators, producers, and writers and peek behind the scenes of their work.
We've had some amazing guests, the Deputy Director of NASA.
Everybody pretending to run away from a T-Rex.
Is this what jellyfish are made out of?
I see Lincoln's underpants.
Join us to learn something new about some of your favorite podcasts.
Subscribe to Little Listeners Lounge wherever you get your podcasts. Hey there, kids! Coming up in this episode of By Kids for Kids Storytime. The books in Wizzlethorp's library refused to open.
Words began to appear on the pages as if written by an invisible hand.
We demand a cleaner library. There's too much dust.
But Sparky Flarkbottom comes to the rescue with an ingenious invention.
She switched it on. It came to life with a gentle hum. Its gears and pipes started moving.
But first, let's hear who the superstars are in this episode.
My name is Carolina. I'm 8 years old and I live in Miami, Florida. I like puppies and I like to do gymnastics.
My name is Nicholas. I'm from DC. I'm 8 years old and my favorite color is yellow. I like playing soccer. I like Legos and video games.
My name is Gabriel. I'm from Vancouver, and I'm 7 years old. And I like kitty cats and birthdays.
Hi, my name is Adeline. I am 7 years old. I'm from California, and I like playing with my sister and doing sports.
Well done, kids. So good to have you on the team. Remember, listeners, if you'd like to join, go to By Kids for Kids Storytime and click on Audition. Okay, Ruby, let's get on with the story.
The book protest. In the enchanting world of Magimajura, where the boundaries of magic and mischief often blurred, lived Wizzlethorp the wizard. He was a beloved figure, easily recognized by his smarty topper hat that spun its propeller when he was deep in thought. His home was a rickety wooden house filled with winding staircases, hidden rooms, and his favorite place, his library full of mysteries and secrets. One sunny morning, Wizzlethorp shuffled through his cluttered home, weaving around piles of magical ingredients and stacks of old scrolls and papers, spilled potions, and glittering magical dust. Despite the chaos, there was a method to his madness, or so he claimed. As he entered his beloved library, the air thick with the scent of old parchment and forgotten spells, Wizzlethorp reached for his best spellbook called the Codex of Supreme Sorcery. This wasn't just any book. Although the Codex was made of paper, leather, and ink, it was alive. It had a temper as fiery as the spells it contained. Today, however, when Wiz tried to open the Codex, the book remained stubbornly shut. Its covers sealed tight as if locked by an invisible force.
Oh no, don't be difficult,
Wizzlethorp muttered as he tried to force the book open. The Codex quivered under his touch but refused to budge. He tried a gentle plea.
Pretty please, with a cherry on top. I need your wisdom today.
The book's response was to angrily flap its covers like a bird's wings, knocking a bottle of ink off a nearby shelf. It flew off the bookshelf and flapped angrily around the library. Wizzlethorp stepped back, rubbing his chin thoughtfully.
What's gotten into you?
Frustrated, he turned to another book, the Book of Infinite Incantations. But as soon as he touched its spine, it too sprang to life, fluttering away to join the Codex of Supreme Sorcery in a mid-air dance. He He reached for the enchantment encyclopedia, and the same thing happened. Soon, the entire library was in a state, with books zipping around like a swarm of angry bees.
Wizzlethorp, control your library!
Boomed a voice from the doorway. It was Gerta Grimswill, the tavern keeper from the Glugging Gargoyle, who had come to return a borrowed potions book.
I'm trying, Gerta, but the books are full of nonsense today.
Wizzlethorp exclaimed, ducking as 2 encyclopedias zoomed past his head.
Why are they acting up?
Gerta asked, ducking the low-flying dictionary of magical commands.
I wish I knew.
Wizzlethorp sighed, collapsing into his chair in defeat. That's when the Codex of Supreme Sorcery flew down and landed with a thump on the table, opening itself to an empty page. Words began to appear on the pages as if written by an invisible hand.
We demand a cleaner library. There's too much dust. Too many spider webs. Too many insects, bugs, and moths. Clean up or no spells.
Gerta chuckled.
You've been neglecting more than just your appearance, old friend.
She blew some unknown substance off a bookshelf and said,
I'm afraid the books have a good point.
Wizzlethorp blushed, his cheeks as red as the stripes on his trousers.
It appears so. Where do I even begin? I'm a wizard, not a cleaner.
Why not cast a cleaning spell?
Gerta suggested with a laugh.
I would if the books let me read them.
Wizzlethorp replied, gesturing helplessly at the circling books. Gerta tapped her chin, then snapped her fingers.
What about hiring some help? Maybe someone from the village needs a job.
That could work. Who would be willing to tackle this chaos?
I might know just the person.
Gerta said with a twinkle in her eye.
I'll send them over in the morning. In the meantime, try to make peace with your books. They seem to hold all the cards, or spells in this case.
Reluctantly, Wizzlethorp stood and addressed the fluttering books.
All right, my precious friends. I promise to clean up this place. I'll make it suitable for the finest of libraries.
The books slowly began to settle down, although they did still cast suspicious glances at Wizzlethorp from their shelves. True to her word, Gerta sent over Sparky Flarkbottom, the inventive gnome known for her love of challenges. With her toolbox in hand and a bright gleam in her eye, Sparky surveyed the library.
We'll have this place clean in no time. You start sorting the books. I suggest categories. You can put battle spell books here,
she said, pointing at a shelf.
Illusions here, potion making here, and so on. I suggest arranging them from A to Z. In the meantime, I'll get to work on making a machine to get rid of all this dust.
Wiz carefully picked up a spell book. He was secretly worried that it might give his fingers a painful bite of protest. But the book seemed to be satisfied, and Wiz reached for the next one. In the meantime, Sparky started hammering and sawing and screwing and tinkering until she had invented a peculiar machine. It had shiny metal pipes and parts and glowing symbols etched into its canister. She switched it on. It came to life with a gentle hum. Its gears and pipes started moving, emitting puffs of steam as they worked their magic.
Wow, what is it?
Cried Wizzlethorp above the noise.
I'll call it the Dust Dynamo,
said Sparky proudly. As the machine rolled across the floor, it sucked up dirt and dust. But not only that, With a soft, shimmering glow, it seemed to gobble up the mess, making the room sparkle and shine. Wizzlethorp and Sparky spent the rest of the day cleaning and organizing the library. Sparky guided the Dust Dynamo that whirled through the room like a mini tornado, while Wizzlethorp carefully restored and repaired old scrolls and books. As the library transformed, the books gradually warmed up to Wizzlethorp again. They fluttered their pages in what seemed like applause as each section was cleaned. By the end of the day, the library was spotless, the air fresh and the shelves gleaming. The Codex of Supreme Sorcery swooped down and landed gently on the desk. Wizzlethorp approached it. He jumped back as the book swung open to a blank page. The magical writing once again appeared.
Well done, wizard. You may read our spells, but consider this a warning. Do not let this library get into such a sorry state ever again.
Wiz breathed a sigh of relief.
Thank you, Sparky. I couldn't have done it without you.
Anytime, Wizzlethorp. Just keep it tidy, or I'll hear about it from your books.
Sparky joked, packing up her tools. With the library in order, Wizzlethorp found his spells more potent and his mind clearer. He found he could work better in a tidy home. From then on, he treated his books with extra respect and a little bit of fear, especially for the Codex of Supreme Sorcery.
Quiz time! Question 1. What is the name of Wizzlethorp's best spellbook? A. The Tome of Mighty Magic. B. The Book of Infinite Incantations. C. The Codex of Supreme Sorcery. Or D. The Enchantment Encyclopedia. And the answer is C. The Codex of Supreme Sorcery. Question 2. Why did the books in Wizzlethorp's library protest? A. They wanted new covers. B. They demanded a cleaner library. C. They wanted more attention from Wizzlethorp. Or D. They wanted new spells to be added. And the answer is B. They demanded a cleaner library. Question 3. Who did Gerta suggest to help clean the library? A. A fellow wizard. B. A magical creature. C. Sparky Flarkbottom. Or D. A group of fairies. And the answer is C. Sparky Flarkbottom. Question 4. What did Sparky invent to help clean the library? A. A magic broom. B. The Dust Dynamo. C. A talking vacuum. Or D. A cleaning spell. And the answer is B. The Dust Dynamo. Question 5. How did the books react once the library was cleaned? A. They continued to fly around. B. They fluttered their pages in applause. C. They hid on the shelves. Or D. They refused to open. And the answer is B. They fluttered their pages in applause. Hey guys, if you like this episode, please share it with your friends and family. It is one of the best ways to support BKFK Storytime.